We are live now on what is going to hopefully be the finest live stream on planet Earth to date. Welcome, everybody. I'm Richard Liston, founder and president of Sphere College Project, and I have with me Harold Irvin, a participant in Sphere College Project, and we are talking about successful reentry from prison and other important topics. And I guess we're doing this sort of television style, but this is just, to get things started. Have a conversation. We've got two people watching. As people join, and people who are watching notice people joining, please invite them to put their names in the live chat, and we'll interact and get questions and answer questions. So at this point, the only people who are going to see this are the people who are online now, which probably is Connie, and anybody who watches the whole video from the beginning. I may cut this part out. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, we decided to have a free-form discussion on whatever topics come to mind. I would like to focus on the reality and solutions for living in society today. So that's the intro. That's my intro. Harold.
Hello everyone. I'm Harold Irvin, a participant in the Spirit College project. Many of you probably know about my past situations and all this, and I'm just basically trying to help myself by helping others through my life experiences, what I've been through, and try to direct people's pathways from going some of the stuff I've been through, try to help somebody detour some of the struggles and things I've been through. And it helps me to help others. So I really would like to have a Q&A session. Somebody ask some questions, and I can give them some answers of through my experiences, what I've been through, and help in that way. Like I have a challenge today. I took ibuprofen, and I'm nauseated right now. So, and Richard gave me the thing about it was Isaac and
Abraham and Isaac.
Abraham and Isaac. All kind of challenges you go through, and you have a lot of challenges. By life is not free of challenges. I mean, you learn by your experiences, and hopefully it makes you stronger by going through things. So I would like you to explain that, what you was telling me earlier. You didn't get finished with the Adam and...
Oh yeah. That's my version of the story. However, the only people that are going to be watching this are anybody who watches later, because Connie's not able to see it right now. And let me just reload if I can. What? Kelby was getting it earlier. Let me see. This is a part where, if you're watching, you probably want to skip through. if you're watching later. So,
But I like to share a couple of things that's on my mind right now, and I don't know if anybody be. Anyway, I'm gonna say it anyway. About 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, I was on my way to work, and I seen a girl and two kids down in Spindale walking in the rain. It's about 7:30 in the morning. I said, I wonder what they. So I pulled over, and I said, y'all get in this car. And she said, who are you? I said, I don't care. It don't matter who I am. I ain't no crazy person. But you got these kids. Well, where y'all going? She said, I got to run them. I got to take my kids to school. I said, well, get on in here. The kids already done jumped in. They was trying to get out the rain, you know. And so they got in. I took them to school. And while we was in the process of going to school, she was like, she didn't have the bus route, didn't have her address yet. So I said, well, when are they going to have you? She said, I don't know. I said, well, I'm going to come and get you tomorrow too. She said, would you? I said, yeah. So long story short, I took her kids to school maybe about 2 weeks. Every day I go over there and get them. Take them to school. They start calling me Uncle Harold and everything. I still, mess with the little kids and stuff right now. But a lot of, I was just mad. Look at all these people that run. I don't know if it's my experience of being from where I've been or what, but a lot of people just drove past the girl and her kids. And I couldn't do it. And I tell you another thing, this is not human, but not doing nothing for a human, but I stopped on the side of the road, pulled over, and got a turtle. That was crossing the road, picked him up.
Get the turtles, man.
It carried him on the other side of the road. But I'm just saying, karma. You do things. I believe in doing things is karma. It's just like you're helping people. You reap what you sow. Whatever you put in, the energy, life energy, or whatever you do, you try to help somebody, and the help will come back to you. And I believe it should be a lot more of that going on, because I've seen a whole lot of lagging in areas that, just common courtesy stuff. Opening the door for old ladies, stuff like this, old men, helping them out. And not saying that I done got a lot of blessings since I've been free, but I have had some blessings, through some. I don't know if I should name the people, because I haven't got permission to name them, And but my biggest supporter and my biggest help been the Spirit College Project, And I've had some this and that, my nephew Kelby and my buddy Tom, that runs the art gallery. And I've had a few people to help me along the way, But I really, really think that that's lacking, And I'll just give you a few examples of what I've done.
All right, so let's talk about what people need. Let's say to get out of prison after whatever, long time, okay? Things have changed, I don't know what's going on. What would be the greatest help? Well, okay, food, shelter, clothing, somebody has to have a place to go, a stable place to go, and gain the skills for living in the world, finding out how things are now. Right? Because that's what I've noticed, is that your expectations for how things are now are different, which is to be expected. You wouldn't be expected to know how things are. And some things are surprising. about how they are. Fees, like for everything, right? Didn't used to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they weren't $30-something for a fee. They were $1.50 or something,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right? Just how to go through getting driver's license, how to just find a transportation, find an automobile, knowing how much to pay for things, knowing the relative values of things, the financial, cost of things, and uh, staying within certain bounds is not easy. So people need a supportive environment, right?
Definitely.
That's what we're trying to create, a supportive environment. I'm a part of it, Kelby's a part of it, Audrey's a part of it, Brian's a part of it, everybody, for you, I need support, Kelvin, everybody needs support, right? So we're just about trying to make sure that all of those systems are in place. All right, so I'm going to put my face on camera a little bit and type in the live chat here. See if this is working. Connie said she was not getting us earlier. She was not getting us on her computer. But she's working it. She got it on her phone, and she's working on getting it on her computer. So,
right now it's from being, I guess it's like I'm trying to imagine a word that could describe being in society now. It goes along with fear, kind of. Fear of the unknown, fear of the unexpected. Because it's actually scary.
mm-hmm.
To be honest, not being a man and tough and stuff, it's actually scary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you enjoy your freedoms, but it's also scary because just the stuff you just mentioned, getting licensed, getting a car, getting the bills paid, working, blah, 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 and trying to stay focused. But the most important thing that's done helped me mentally to handle it is that ear right there. Somebody just to listen to you.
Yeah.
I've called and talked to you and just talked.
Mm-hmm.
And it relieves a whole lot of anxieties or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, the physical stuff, the help pay this, or help take care of this, help take me to this place, take me to that place. But just having somebody to listen to and have an understanding ear.
Mm-hmm.
Like it kind of relieves some of the stress, right?
Yeah.
And it's just, let me see, I got out February last year. It's just as much now as it was then.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. I mean, I don't even think it's, I would like to say that the anxiety and fear is less now, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still just as fearful as a year ago
Mm-hmm.
about tomorrow. And but I know that I got a lot of support people that's behind me, and I know that. But man, that doing it one day at a time thing, that you really, really have to focus on. Just trying to get through this day. One day at a time. Take it easy this day. Let tomorrow worry about itself. Do what you can this day to make you better tomorrow. Maybe and just like I hate to bring up past, like you just had a passing of a friend. One of my friends, they just put him in critical condition in the hospital. Yeah, I just found this out yesterday.
Whoa.
You know, and I've been to 6 funerals already.
Yeah.
You know, so one of my statements, I done gave the state 30 years. Lord, let me get 30 years free out here. And it's rough, man.
Yeah.
You know, all these funerals.
Yeah.
And man, it's tough, but I don't know how to put it, but if I was to go today, I done all I can do today. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Well, I see we've got some chat going on. Let me see what's up. Connie's back. Hey, Connie. Thanks for hopping in the chat. She says, yes, we all need support, and we all have something that we can offer as support. It's the giving and receiving. Harold, who would you be if you didn't have those fears? Who would you be if you didn't have those fears?
Who would I be? Who would I be if I didn't have the fears? That's a real tough one. Who would I be? Who would I want to be? Would that be it?
Who would you be?
Who would I want to be?
Answer whatever you want.
One of my biggest admirers, he had a short lifespan, but man, he'd do what he wanted to do, and he done it with pride, and he had a short lifespan, but he done what he wanted to do, and I kind of I really like what he stood for. That was Martin Luther King Jr. I don't know if it's just because I know so much about him, or read so much of his reading, read a lot of his reading and a lot of his writings and stuff, but he lived what he preached, you know, and so just like I try to, like I was just explaining earlier, how I like to help people, and how I assisted that girl, how I assisted that turtle crossing the street, and how I assisted, you know, and things I try to do. And I like to be known as he was, as trying to help people.
Can I tell a little story?
Mm-hmm.
A little Harold Irvin story?
Yeah.
All right. So, it's like, I don't know what night. It was getting to be nighttime. Harold was visiting me, driving on these mountain roads, right, in the dark, and it's raining. I get a call from Harold, right? He's about 15 minutes away from my house. And Richard, I got this old guy out in the middle of the road.
Yes.
And he's out of gas, and I don't know. You know, I'm gonna try to get some gas in his car, try to get his car out of the road, and I'm like, okay, I'll be there as soon as I can. Where are you? I don't know. So I get a general idea where he is, and you know, drive as quickly as I can, and there they are, 2 cars off now to the side of the road in the rain, and this old guy standing next to Harold, and Harold pouring gas in some folded up newspaper thing, getting it in the gas tank, and didn't get enough gas in the tank for that try, but at least the car was off the road. This old guy, he spoke French, right? And somehow they're communicating, and so we carpool over to the station, leave his car there. We get some gas in a gas can, get it back over there.
Raining.
Cold, raining, and this guy's just speaking French, and he's driving an old, I don't know what year, 90-something Cadillac.
Yeah, old
Black
timer
Cadillac, right? And so we're trying to figure out where he lives. That's hard enough.
Yeah.
And I mean, I speak enough French to get around, but even so, he didn't even know where he lived. And so somehow I drove him in his car, left my truck down there. Harold's following us, and we were turning. Oh, here it is. Turn right. So I turn, and then turn here, and we like snake up this mountain, like all the way around this whole mountain, and up to the top of the mountain. And there's like a daughter or wife or something, like, oh, we didn't know where he was.
We've been looking for him.
How old was he?
94,
90 something like this. Seriously. And he said like 98 or something.
Yeah.
And I told his daughter, no, he's not 98. He's 94.
There's a big difference.
Right. And so, and he hands, Harold some money and me some money, and we were happy to take some money because we needed some money at the time. And,
Well, I know
thanks, bye.
Yeah.
And it's just, this is the kind of thing that happens.
I couldn't pass him up. I mean,
no, but everybody, the cars were just going
right past him. Right past, just like there was the girl and the cute two kids, and I started taking them to school every day.
Yeah.
Just like the turtle, when I stopped and picked that turtle up, made him go south, picked him up on the side of the road. Now this old white guy, they just riding past him. I pulled over. I said, "What's wrong, man? I need gas." And so I just knew something about gas. I said, "Let me go help him."
Yeah.
I went right there. I mean, there's a few other occasions, but I just forgot about the old guy. We need to check on him, see how he's doing, Rich.
Yeah, we're gonna run up there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, so Connie says, imagine you didn't have those fears. He was clarifying. And Kelby over here says, just walk it like you talk it. I love that. Connie, that's an amazing story. Harold, you are bringing these blessings into your life. Sometimes they come through crisis. Yeah, right. Yeah, and we find out what we can do.
Yeah.
What we're made of, what we're about. Let's see, we got 4 people on there. This is an interactive thing, so we'll talk and we'll notice if anybody else asks a question, give us a prompt. What you can do also, since we'll be on for another half hour, go ahead and invite people. Text it to places. We got 5 people on now. Type your names in the live chat and ask us questions.
Q&A session. Man, I forgot about the old guy. I mean, I really want to check on him. Richard does the same thing. He just went to go check on my Uncle Sam yesterday. He was home with him.
Went home.
Yeah.
Tell us about Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam, he's a retired truck driver. Him and my Aunt Vivian. My Aunt Vivian passed away I think it was a couple of years ago. And his oldest child was, they call her Bobby Girl. She just passed away last year. Yeah, last year. Uncle Sam has a big old house out there by himself, and he always was Well, Uncle Sam, we really didn't know too much about him. I mean, when he came to town, he always have this, and he have little cookouts and stuff at his house, and we have get-togethers at his house and stuff. But Uncle Sam stayed on the road all the time, so we never knew emotional or whatever. I never knew too much about Uncle Sam, but if you needed him, he'd be there. You know, so. But you know, he helped out in financial ways, then, because he'd be gone a lot. But I need to keep checking on Uncle Sam. I mean, he out there by himself now.
Hey, Uncle Sam.
Hey, Uncle Sam, I love you. And all my, I want to say hello to all my, I think I got 35 nieces and nephews, and about 100 something great nieces and nephews.
Well, I guess the delay isn't all that long. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, say hello to my family. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me.
Yeah.
I want to thank somebody else too. My queen, Audrey. She's been my support system for a while too. I think she was on the video last week, wasn't she?
Yeah. Well, I have an idea. Why don't we get her on the video this week?
Audrey is my queen. She's been.
Let's switch seats. I have some questions.
Okay.
That's my water. Hand me my water. Thank you.
Oh, can I have one?
You can have one.
I just fixed this one. I haven't
Thank
drank
you.
it out of.
I think fear is a very healthy emotion. I mean, it does show some wisdom, because without fear, one, you don't learn. So
Yeah, I agree with that.
so it does show a certain amount of wisdom. So, how's it going?
Well, I'm doing okay right now.
I like the glasses, by the way.
Oh yeah, I just got my glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't found my other ones yet. I don't know where I put them. Yeah, I just went and bought this yesterday. Thanks to Richard and Spirit Program. Just got them. And the lady said, hey, go over and pick your glasses out. Pick which ones you want. I said, where's the cheapest ones you got? She said, well, look on that rack right there. I said, I can't see. So I said, yeah. She said, you sure they're the ones? I said, yeah. I can't see to see if they were the right ones or not. Oh, well, anyway.
So tell me how the healthcare system outside compares to the healthcare system inside.
The healthcare system inside of prison is a number. You're a
number outside, so.
I know, but I don't.
I mean, you appear pretty healthy.
Do I? Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm real.
Are you?
I'm real nauseated right now. I took some ibuprofen on an empty stomach this morning. Because I had a back issue. And it made me nauseated. Nauseous. Okay. And but the healthcare system and the prison system is all.
I mean, have you ever seen a doctor in 30 years? I mean, have you ever?
Oh yeah. You see, no, you don't. I don't think they have primary physicians. I think they got physicians assistants in prison. I don't think they have primary doctors. They don't have the money to pay them, or they don't. You know, the big money doctors is get on the state won't hire them. I don't think the state can
Afford?
And in prison, when you go, you got to pay. You got to pay to go sign up to go see medical.
You have to pay for a visit to the doctor
Yeah,
to see a physician's assistant?
in prison.
It
Yeah,
comes out of your pay?
yeah.
That
But you get you either make $3.50 a week or $7 a week from your job.
Right. So you
If you go
pay.
to sick call, yeah, they're gonna take. I think it's $3. Yeah,
To see the physician's assistant.
$3. If you go twice, if you make it $7 a week, if you go twice to medical, you ain't gonna get but $1 that week.
And so, what happens about mental health care?
I've never been to. I ain't never been to the mental thing. Well, most mental issues in prison
Mm-hmm.
is throw pills to. They put them on what they call it, Thorazines and all this kind of stuff to keep them.
Thorazine.
Mm-hmm.
Thorazine.
Thorazine. That's the main. Yeah, and they just keep them in
It's
separate.
like a drug from the 50s.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh. Mm. They still get it out in prison. You go in there with a mental issue. Most guys go in there with a mental issue. Don't leave out
Leave out of where?
the mental atmosphere.
The mental part of the hospital?
Yeah, if you go in there and talking about you, whatever, mental, and they throw you some pills, and you keep taking them pills a couple of times, you're going to need them then.
So there was a time when you were part of solitary confinement?
Mm-hmm. I've been there quite a few times.
So did you talk to doctors when you were there, or when you were told to be in solitary confinement? Did they give you counseling or any sort of... I mean, you look like, why would they? I mean, you have that, like that little question mark on your forehead, like, why would they?
Yeah, they don't. You go to solitary confinement or whatever, they put you in a box and lock the door.
And you don't get anger management or any of those?
Oh, no. Mm-mm. They give you a tray, slide the tray in your slot, and open your door when it's time to take a shower. That's about it.
And you don't talk to anyone for, like, in terms of clergy or any kind of...
No. Yeah, they do come around, pass out cards and Bibles, slide them up under the door.
Mm-hmm. And the cards that are like Palms 23 or something?
Something like that, yeah.
St. John Divine or whatever, yeah. And then...
That's it.
And...
It's prison life is, I don't know what to call it, systematic or whatever, but
systemic.
yeah. And it's a routine.
I don't know if you saw the movie Just Mercy, or
That's mercy.
you know the movie I'm talking about with Brian Stevenson, and it's
on the book.
Yeah, it's about death row in I think it was Alabama, but it was the death row inmates and how they talk to each other. When you're in the solitary confinement, can you talk to the person that's next to you?
Yeah, I play chess with the guys beside me. Through the vent.
Through the vent. That's what they were talking. They were talking through the
Play
vent.
chess and checkers through the vent. You make a chessboard, they make a chessboard. You number it. And ladder it. You squares. And you make your pieces, and he doing the same thing. And so if I move my knight to C9, and I move mine to you play through the vent like that. That's what we used to play. That's what we play.
I mean, you have to do something to occupy your time and your mind and to just talk to another human being.
That's what we do. I just thought about that. Yeah, that's what we used to play, chess and checkers. Yep, through the vents.
So when's the last time you played chess?
I haven't played since I've been out. I haven't played yet.
Well, they played in Pritchard Park downtown.
Yeah. I don't think I got a chessboard too. Yeah. I haven't had anybody to play with. Life issues, freedom. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff I should do. I haven't been done yet. That's part of that fear thing I was talking about.
Yeah.
I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. I got to do that. Just like Brian was telling me just a couple of days ago. So man, you need to just sit down for a couple of days. Don't do nothing. Spirit program has provided me with assistance where I could take care of everything. Say, now you just need to sit down a couple of days.
Go for a walk in the park.
Right. I haven't done that yet.
You haven't seen spring where the flowers start to bloom.
I haven't done
This
it
is
yet.
going to be your first daylight savings time because this weekend it changes, so you'll start to see spring.
Oh,
And this is going to be your first time where you're going to start to see where the flowers bloom.
We got out in February last year, right?
mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah,
You
but I was-
probably didn't even notice.
Yeah,
I was
different time.
I had a lot of stuff on my plate that I just put it like
Yeah,
that at that time.
you weren't looking down or up or anything.
No, I was,
You were busy.
yes,
Yeah.
extremely. And that's when I first, let me see, not long after that is when I first got with Richard. And I used to look forward to Richard coming to pick me up. And guess where we go? I don't even know. We just go riding somewhere.
And then you went
Went
to
to
a
the
diner or
college and
something.
go eat. And man, it was like, oh, Richard, I can't wait the next week when Richard come. I'm serious.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait the next week when Richard, what time? Okay. So I could just, and he take me, where you want to go? He said, I don't know, let's go. Sometimes we just take off and just go riding. We'll figure out how to get back when we get back. Stop at some little diner on the side of the road or something. We done ate at a lot of good places. I don't even know the names of them. Oh man. But that's what Brian said. Brian said it seemed like I need a breather or whatever. You know, so since me and the deer done had a couple of conversations with my car and these job situations I done been in and out and laid off and some other issues and stuff. And now that I'm at a place where I can take a break, I need to take a couple of days break and just nothing.
Do what other people do here and go hiking.
Hiking?
Hiking.
Richard took me
People
something.
come from all over the country
The
to
hiking.
come here to go hiking and walking through the woods.
I think we went.
And, with specialized shoes and, a walking cane and binoculars and, walking up a mountain so that they can sweat a lot. And then they walk up and then they turn around and then they walk down and then they call that a good time. It is what I call white people shit, but that's what they do. And sometimes, if just for kicks, they'll rent a kayak, and then they'll go kayaking, and then just to top it off, then they'll go rock climbing, and then that's a whole white people's weekend.
I had a good time. One time, me and Richard went to somewhere where there was some water.
Yeah. Hooker Falls.
Man, that was
What was it called?
Hooker Falls.
Hooker.
That's what it's called. Like a fishing hook.
Oh, fishing hook. Hey, it was, man, that was a good time. Then we go over that bridge. When we was over there, there was somebody with us that day. Who was that?
A hooker.
That was you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Man, I had a good time that time. Then we went to Slide. We would go to Slide.
No, we haven't been to Sliding Rock.
Well, someone went to another
We went
spot.
to Lake Lure.
Yeah, we went to Lake Lure. That's what it was. Yeah, that was all right too.
Hooks and lures.
Yeah. Yeah.
So have you been fishing?
No, not yet. Got some fishing poles too. I ain't
You
had
know
the
how to
time.
fish?
Yeah, I used to fish when I was a kid coming up. Fished all my life. I haven't been yet. I ain't had the time.
You have.
That's what I should do. Nah. Well, I got me a few days.
You've had time, you just haven't remembered when we
Yeah.
talked about what to do.
Right.
Right? With fishing, well, it's been cold a lot too, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe this summer.
Now that fishing used to. No. I haven't been since I've been, free. Used to go out there and fish and forget everything. But see, I wouldn't take no phone.
Well,
Or
they
nothing.
didn't have phones that you
They
could
didn't have
take out
phones
then.
back then, but you didn't take
You just take a lunch.
Yeah, my dad. No, you take some firewood or whatever. Eat what you
Oh, the
catch.
fish. Oh,
Yeah, you fry that fish right out down
I
that
haven't been fishing.
They take a lunch. You finna catch lunch. But last time I went fishing was with my daddy. May he rest in peace. You know, my dad died when I was young.
How old were you?
I was about preteen. I can't exactly remember what age. I have to count it up. But man, my dad didn't go to church too much, and so me and my mama took me uptown to pick my daddy out a suit for Father's Day. Right? My daddy going to church. I'm gonna get my dad a nice suit, like the other guy, like the other father's dad. So I'm gonna get my dad a nice. I picked my dad out a nice suit, and some shoes to go with it and everything. I'm proud. He ain't put it on yet, but I'm proud. Yeah, my daddy gonna wear a suit. I ain't never seen my dad in a suit. Okay. Next morning I wake up, people in crying and hollering, "Oh, what's going on?" I go run down the steps, peeping around. What's going on? Harold, going back upstairs. Harold, baby, they call me Harold, baby. Harold, baby, Harold, baby, going back upstairs. So what's wrong? What's wrong? I act like I went back upstairs, but I went back down the stairs, peeping, listening. Anyway, make a long story short, same suit that I bought my daddy,
Don't tell me.
we buried him in that suit.
Uh-huh.
So
He died that night?
that night.
At home?
Hmm?
He died that night at home?
Yeah. So next week, at the funeral, that's the suit he was buried in. My daddy was 50 when I was born. So I guess he was about 60 something. I don't know. When he passed away, because I wasn't about 12 or whatever when that happened. So, and man, okay, let's talk about something else.
I have so don't you have some show and tell? You don't want to do that? Okay.
Don't you and Audrey do a little mouth kick for
Ugh.
the sphere fundraising stuff?
Yeah. Let me.
Take a break.
Thank you, Harold. Let's see what's up there. Just me, I think. Yep. What do you want to talk about?
You know, have you heard of, I know you've heard of the Bard College project that goes on in prison.
I have. Bard was one of the colleges that I had considered applying to. What do you know about it?
Well, I have seen the episodes on 60 Minutes, but then I've watched a documentary about it, and you know, it's what I've watched is you know, just the documentary where it talks about how well it shows how it can be done, and how diligent the students are and how the whole prison gets behind it.
Mhm.
And it enriches the students as well as the people who are actually not even in the program, but it enriches everyone because everyone reads. Everyone actually, it improves everyone's education ability because everyone becomes more immersed in books.
Mhm.
And that's one of the things that I could never understand is how many prisons don't allow books in the facility.
Is that true? They don't allow books in the facility?
No, they allow books.
No,
Harold
they
was
vary.
librarian.
They vary from
It's
prison to
different
prison.
kinds you got now. You have to order them from. They have to send a list to you, and you have to order from this certain list to get them if you want certain ones.
Yeah, and I guess it's
I've been a librarian for about 10 years. Head librarian at different camps. And they allow them to order certain type books. You can't order what you want. You gotta order what they allow you there.
No knowledge.
Oh.
Right, it's a restricted book list. I had a budget of $50,000 of books I could order on a regular. I was head librarian in Marion, Craigie,
Huh.
Central Prison,
Huh.
Salisbury. I was head librarian, teacher assistant, and librarian.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to get this book? Nah, that's only you can't get book list. You can. There's certain type of books you could get.
I mean, if you wanted to get a book, let's just say Malcolm X or something like that, you could get that.
It depends on which one it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you wanted a book by Martin Luther King or Malcolm X, was that on the list?
Certain ones,
Okay.
not all of them.
Right.
Certain ones.
And James Baldwin might not be on the list.
He was on.
He was on the list, but there's also, they say he got 50 books. There might be 2 or 3 of them on there you can't get.
Yeah.
You know, whatever, you know.
Interesting. So Bard, they've been doing that for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think they're not doing that everywhere? If it's working?
Well, I
Of
would
course, you're not
say,
an expert. I'm asking you.
I mean, I would
From
just
the outside.
assume that it takes a certain amount of investment and then also the big payoff for them in terms of marketing and the returns on what their marketing program, you know, should they have a sailboat team? Should they invest in a sailboat team or should they invest in this prison program, you know, for educating felons? And which should they invest in?
Mm-hmm.
A yacht team to send to Portugal? Or the local prison?
Mm-hmm. What do you think? What would you prefer to see?
Well, you know, I mean, if you were, you know, people love sailboats. I don't know where Bard College is, but
It's up there.
in New England somewhere.
Yeah. Where you're from.
Yeah, so people love, you know, yachting and, you know, the going down the Charles River with those ships that have the long oars and whatever that thing is called. That
I've written
crew.
to Bard College. I've written to them about the prison program and perhaps doing some sort of collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that collaboration is one of our values?
And it's one of the easiest things to implement because you're not starting from scratch.
Right. So
You
we could
have-
we could conceivably do a joint program with Bard College, prison, whatever thing, in there. And Brian Stevenson, he can play too. Love to actually have put in calls over there. That
I'd love to get the actor here.
the actor.
Well,
Which
not the
one?
real one, but the actor. The
Denzel?
one that played, no, the one that played Black Panther.
I don't know anything about that. I don't do media.
What's his
Except
name?
for
Audrey
this.
wants some eye candy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could have him just stand out in Asheville in the common. We could have the biggest fundraiser in the world.
Bucket. What do we have? Okay, nothing in the chat, unless it's sort of like last time, and there's a bunch of stuff that I'm not seeing, but I don't think so.
Fundraising.
Fundraising. Well, here's one thing. How much time do we have?
5 minutes.
5 minutes, or so. It's like 10 minutes, but
Chadwick Boseman,
Yeah.
what's that?
the Black Panther actor.
Oh, okay. So, one thing that I would love to plug big time on here is that one of our Sphere participants, Virginia Stewart, has 2 of the works that she did back in 2012 that are going to be auctioned at the Asheville Museum of Art's Art Party 2020 fundraiser on March 28th. Starts at 7 p.m. Just Google Art Party 2020 Asheville Museum, you'll find it. And so I would just love it if people would go on and promote her work, let people know about her work. It's genius work. She's not with us, she's not participating today. Her and her husband Jonathan are at the pet food pantry getting some pet food for their cats.
A pet food pantry?
A pet food pantry.
Something for everyone. Never heard that.
So
It's another thing white people do.
Yeah.
Besides hiking, we go to pet food pantries.
They have llamas.
llamas,
Pet llamas.
maybe. I'm
Yeah.
not,
You're not familiar. Yeah.
yeah. So please help us let everyone know about this. We are Sphere, neither Sphere nor Virginia are going to receive any proceeds from the sale, but simply this is her first foray into the very serious art world, and getting attention on these 2 works would just help our cause and everyone in Virginia, and so that's much appreciated. There are ways that you can get funds directly to Sphere for doing the activities that we're doing. You can send a PayPal donation to donations, plural, at spherecollege.org. So you can send PayPal that. We have a Patreon account. I haven't looked at it. I think it's probably still at 0 because I haven't heard anybody kicking in money. But I'm going to keep it there and I'm going to keep talking about it because somebody's going to kick in $1 a month or something like that. And then somebody's going to kick in $5 a month and somebody's going to kick in $25 and so on. And then we'll have something serious. So Patreon, patreon.com/Sphere College Project. It's that simple, one word. So those are a couple of channels for getting some funds our way. Tax deductible 501c3 nonprofit stuff. I see there Connie has,
That's what we was reading.
I like Audrey's idea about fundraising. Okay.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do that, Connie. Yeah. Women think in very practical terms.
Absolutely, yeah.
The other thing, I haven't had a chance to run this by you, but I was talking to Brian about this on the way in, but of having a guest speaker and inviting maybe Brent Bailey, who is the head of the Buncombe County Reentry Council, to be a guest speaker here, not next week, but maybe the following week.
Would love that.
Which would be, the date pops up in people's head because of the calendar, but I'm talking to him about that, and we could talk when we have the camera set up a little bit different, and we could sort of have a round table. And you look at me kind of with this quizzical look. Do you know Brent? Oh, okay, but he runs a round table for felons who are free, and what he does is he tries to do something similar to what we're doing, only he is on a larger scale, and he's a government-funded entity that works in Buncombe County in that government bureaucracy downtown, where we'll have the Black Panther showdown. we're gonna, I'm starting to think, I might start working on this.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, so 5 minutes.
We have been talking about men's prisons. Let's talk about women's prisons for just a couple of minutes.
Absolutely.
Do you guys know anything about that? Do you know anyone in a women's prison? Do you have joint dances or anything where you get the two prisons together and have something at Lake Lure like Dirty Dancing, and something where the two prisons come together and it's like, no, nothing, huh? That would be really wild, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I worked around some. We worked in the same areas, but it was like, yeah.
It would be kind of crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of people wouldn't return. Yeah, that's a little bit too iffy. But I don't know where the women's prison is. Where is it?
Yeah, Swananoa.
Oh,
It's right
That's one
outside
of
of the Leaf Festival. They can hear the Leaf Festival
oh, that's
in the
cool.
prison.
That's one of them. They got Raleigh. They got a few of them. They keep building more and more because more women are getting locked up now than ever before in history. They used to just have one. Now they got at least about 15 women's prisons in North Carolina. The richest country in the world, and got more people locked up than any other people in the world.
That's one of the ways they get rich.
The richest country in the world got more people locked up than anybody else in the world.
They got private prisons. They pay for prisons.
Well, the taxpayers pay.
And systematically, I don't know if it's systematically, but repeat offenders over and over and over. And then you can't get a job because of that record. You can't do this because of your record. You can't do that. Well, how are you gonna let me make it in society if you stamp this thing on me and I can't do nothing?
So we're going to create jobs. Okay, so that's fine. That's them, and they can do that. But we're going to create jobs. We're creating places. Yeah. 2 minutes. Nothing online. Okay. Well, then we can wrap up. Unless anybody else has some big stuff you want to say. Actually, I just want to say, you mentioned I had a loss. Yeah, I'm going to mention my friend that I lost yesterday, a musician. Tuba player in the Winston-Salem Symphony, and then he lived up around New Haven, Connecticut. Keith Yarbrough, I did so many gigs with him back in the day, and he also studied math and went to Brown, and he and I studied math together at Wake Forest University. Just a great guy. I had so many people who loved him, and it's just a very surprising loss. His heart stopped yesterday, I think, and so, you know, happens to us. So, anyway, thank you.
We would welcome any suggestions or ideas for future.
Oh yeah, let us know.
Future topics, questions.
Comment, quick, future, what Audrey just said.
Topics, questions, or any sort of issues that you would like us to discuss. And especially if you wanted us to discuss and do a deep dig into any sort of area that you would like us to suddenly say, it's going to take more than 2 seconds for us to discuss it, but if you want us to research any particular area, That's what we're here for. We have some wonderful researchers, IT people, and I'm just not another pretty face. I can get shit done.
Okay,
As long as
with
it's not
that,
fishing.
with that, thank you for joining. Thank you all for watching. Share, like the video, write comments, and we will see you in future live streams. We're gonna be
Saturdays at 11.
Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and we are going to end now.